Hey there, everybody. Thomas with Basecamp Trading. It is Thursday, September 7th, and we're going to take a look at Tesla, and we're going to continue on with our momentum and price action in stocks series here. And we're going to talk about kind of what the outlook is for Tesla, what we're watching for, and how this market is developing. So here recently, we have just been moving sideways. And if you recall, previously what we discussed was a potential head and shoulders forming with a neckline down at 303, and that we said that if it couldn't break through that 303 level, look for it to head back up. If it could, we'd be bearish. Well, obviously didn't break through the support and bounced back up a little bit here. But that being said, looking at the daily price charts, which is what we're looking at right now, we are actually in consolidation, and we're in a really well-defined pennant pattern. We have a trend line coming down across our highs for resistance, and that's going to put resistance right up at, we'll call it 361, just to be safe. We'll call it 361, so you make sure it actually gets through there. And then we'll have support from the lower end of the pennant down at about 323 even. So 361 resistance, 323 support. Now, there's a couple other things you want to watch for here. Momentum is just kind of neutral. RVSI is neutral. So overall, this market is sideways. So what do we do with sideways markets? We don't do anything, because often what happens is during a period or after a period of compression, like we're in right now, you will oftentimes see a period of expansion or rapid expansion where you really pop out and break out and run. So right now we're in that compression mode, and that means we don't mess with it until we do break out. So what do we want to be watching for breakout? Well, the first support we're going to have, I will have a little bit at 338.75, and then a little bit more support at 331.85, and then again that 323 trend line going up and across the lows. And ultimately, though, if there's going to be a bigger move down, we'll still need to see it go down below that 303 support way down here. Now the resistance, we have the trend line at 361. And then above that, you'll also want to pay attention to the previous pivot high that's at 370. So it's 9 points above. It's enough room for it to actually move. But be careful, because what'll happen many times when you have a pivot high just above a trend line like this, it'll pop through the trend line, accelerate, hit the pivot high for resistance, and then turn right back around and come down. So what do we want to see if this is going to break out higher? Well, we want to see not only a break through the trend line, that would be your entry, but we'd also want to see, after it has started to rally, that it goes right up and just runs right through that 370 resistance and is not held up by it. Once we're through 370, then we're looking at going back up to the highs at 387, and then we're in the clear to continue to run. Also, if we do break out to the upside, we'll be back in an uptrend, because we'd just be continuing, or I shouldn't say we'd be back into an uptrend, we'd be continuing with an uptrend with the higher highs, higher lows. So overall, momentum right now is neutral. We're in compression. We're inside of a major, we're in a pennant inside of a major range. Okay, so be watching for our breakout of the pennant, then our first and second resistance levels, then we're in the clear to continue to run. The entry would be the breakout of the pennant itself. So that's it for today. I hope it helps. I will see you in the trading room bright and early tomorrow morning. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying these videos. And until next time, happy trading.